Hi students, this is a video for online lecture for intermediate speaking week 10. So you guys already heard about your midterm presentations, your individual presentations that are coming now that we have finished your midterm. So this week we will have a little bit short video because I want you to have more time to prepare your individual presentations. Remember, you will need to make a PPT and you will need to show your face on a screen video like this one so that you can show your PPT to the class. After you make your PPT video, you should save it as an MP4 file and then click and drag the file to the Flipgrid website so you can upload the video to the Flipgrid website. Then everybody can view your video next week in class. So please make sure your individual presentation is done before next week's class, okay? During next week's class, we won't have online uploads on LMS. Instead, you should go to the Flipgrid classroom and watch your classmates' videos of their presentations. And after you watch the videos, please leave a video comment to get some points for your viewing the videos, for your attendance. Okay? So let's get started. Today we are going to finish Chapter 7, Lost and Found, in your Pathways textbook. So let's finish the textbook and you guys can get started working on your presentations. Okay, so we are going to do the listening practice today. This is page 126. So we're going to listen interviewing with a treasure hunter. Okay, so let's do the listening here. So before listening, you're going to hear an interview with a treasure hunter. Use the two ideas you think you will hear in the interview. Choose the two ideas. So, treasure hunter. People pay to look for treasure. Searching for treasure can be dangerous. A man hides a treasure for anyone to find. People get rich because of the treasure they find. People like the search as much as the treasure. And people get angry when they can't find a treasure. I think it will be searching for treasure can be dangerous, and people get rich because of the treasure they find. I don't know. There isn't any correct answer. Am I right? Let's find out. So while we are listening, please listen and check your prediction. What is the main ideas? And we're going to listen to complete the chart with reasons that answer the question. So here are the questions you can listen for. Why do people like to search for treasure? There's two reasons. Number 2, why did Forrest Fenn hide a treasure? And number 3, why does the guest on the show search for the treasure? Okay?
Page 126, Exercise B, and page 127, Exercise C. Interview with a treasure hunter.
People love mystery, discovery, and exploration. As children, we play hide and seek. We hide things from others, and we love to look for treasure. But for some, this love continues into adulthood. Today, we're talking with the treasure hunter to find out why. So tell us why.
Because it's fun. It's exciting to search for something and then find it.
Yes, treasure hunting is a popular hobby. Nowadays, there are even game apps for your phone. My 13-year-old loves Pokemon Go.
I like that game too. But I prefer real treasure hunts.
Yes, tell us about that. How did you start?
It started when I was a child. My mum's ring was missing. She searched everywhere for it. So I thought I could help her. I asked her some questions. You know, like, Where did she see the ring last? Where did she wear the ring last? Those kinds of questions. Then I took all of this information and found the missing ring. My mum was so happy. It was my first treasure, and it was just the beginning.
What other treasures have you found?
Well, treasure hunting is definitely my hobby, but I didn't say that I was very good at it. Over the years, I have found a few things, like gold and some precious stones, but I'm searching for one of the biggest treasures in history.
Ah, yes. Forrest Fenn's treasure. Tell us about that.
Well, Forrest Fenn is a rich man who hid a treasure for people to find.
What's in the treasure?
A lot of things, but to name a few: gold, some very old coins, jewels, and gemstones. The treasure weighs 42 pounds and is worth around $1 million.
How do people hunt for it? Is there a map or something?
Yes, he wrote a book called The Thrill of the Chase, and it has a map and some information about how to find the treasure.
Why did he do this?
He did it because he was sick and thought he was dying. He also did it because he wanted to give people the joy of adventure. Nobody has found it yet, but many people are searching for it.
That's amazing.
He also said he hid the treasure because he wants people to get out of their houses, go outside, and be in nature. You see, to Forrest Fenn, the hunt is the treasure.
What do you mean?
Looking for the treasure is the best part, even better than finding the objects you're searching for.
Do you agree with him?
Definitely. Of course, finding a treasure can be exciting, but I don't do this to get rich. I do it because the hunt is exciting.
I agree. Well, thank you for joining us today. After listening to this story, I want to get outside and search for some lost treasure.
Okay, so let's check the answers. Why do people like to search for treasure? So he was sick. He wanted to give people, why do people search for treasure? People think they can get rich and it's exciting to search for something and find it. Why did Forrest Fenn hide the treasure? He was sick. He wanted to give people adventure and he wanted people to go outside. And why does he go on the show? Because he thinks the hunt is exciting, or he wants to make people go outside. Okay, awesome. So then let's look at after listening. So what do you do when an object is missing? I look for it, or I ask somebody for help. How about you? What do you do if you've lost something? So in the interview, the guest said, the journey to the treasure is part of the fun. I think this is the main idea of the listening, that hunting for the treasure is more fun than finding the treasure. So when you hunt for the treasure, it's an adventure. It's exciting. You feel, oh, I am looking for something. It's so great. Maybe you look together with other people. So that is the most important thing. After you find the treasure, okay, that's good, but it's not the most important thing. When you look for something, that itself is a treasure because it is an adventure, and an adventure is a treasure. Okay, so let's go ahead, and we already did this page, but we looked at this activity last week, so I want to review. These questions are really important for your presentation. If you do your individual presentation on this chapter, you will choose something from the past and then ask and answer some questions from this page to tell the story of your artifact, of your thing from the past. So maybe my thing is like the Holy Grail of Jesus Christ at the Last Supper, the cup, the Holy Grail. So I can say, why was the Holy Grail lost? It was a long time ago, so nobody knows where the Grail went after the Last Supper. Who used the cup? Jesus and the apostles ate the Last Supper together, and they used the cup. Why was the cup important? It was important because it was the first time that Jesus gave his body and blood to his disciples. And now, when we go to church, every week the priest will remember the cup and the bread in an important church ceremony. So even today we can share. But this Last Supper was the first time. Okay, that's just an example. But you should use these questions and answers to tell the story about what happened to your object that you choose. Okay? So let's look at these questions. When you were a child, how can we fix this question? So we have was, favorite, what, your object. So here's the question word. What, verb, was. What was your favorite object? When you were a child, what was your favorite object? My favorite object was my blanket. I had a pink blanket, and it was very special for me. I couldn't sleep if I didn't have my pink blanket. Okay, as a child, okay, here's our W words. Where's our verb? Where did you hide your special objects? When I was a child, I hid my special objects in my bed. Okay, what did you search for last week? What did you search for last week? Last week I lost my cell phone. So the battery was off, the battery was dead, so I couldn't call my cell phone. So last week I searched for my cell phone. When you last lost something, here's our W word. What, past tense verb, did you do? What did you do? I asked for help. I asked my husband to help me look. Okay, so we just did the practice for these making simple past questions. These simple past questions will be very important for your midterm. So really use this page to ask and answer questions when you are making your individual presentation to tell the story, okay? All right, so I'm going to end the video for part 1 here because it's already a little bit long. So let's stop and we will pick up again for part 2. This will be the last part. Part 2 will be the last part for the video. Okay. Thank you for watching, guys.